Last year, Apple fundamentally changed the nature of the Apple Watch by giving it cellular connectivity for the very first time. A lot of people, including a few of my Hodinkee colleagues, said that the Series 3 was the first time they felt maybe they needed an Apple Watch.
This is the first truly powerful smartwatch that has been introduced by anybody.
But enough about this. We're here to talk about this watch. This is the Series 4, which, although it's a little more evolution than revolution, it's still the best Apple Watch yet, and it makes a strong case that maybe you need one too. The Series 4 watch that I have here is the stainless steel model in the new polished gold finish. I would describe this as kind of like a soft yellowish gold. It definitely has a bit of warmth and character to it. It also comes paired with this Milanese mesh strap in a matching gold finish, and this strap has always been my favorite Apple Watch strap, so I'm really excited to see it come to this model. The other big news here is just how big this watch is. It's 44 millimeters from top to bottom, which makes it the largest Apple Watch yet. This is a 2 millimeter increase from the previous 42 millimeter model, and the smaller model, which used to be 38 millimeters, is now 40 millimeters. Overall, these watches have bigger footprints than any previous editions. Now, this raises two immediate questions. One, do these watches wear much larger? The short answer is no, not really. I mean, although you have 2 more millimeters top to bottom, these watches are significantly thinner. They're almost a full millimeter thinner, most of which comes out of the sensor array on the bottom, so the watch sits lower to the wrist. Despite the bigger footprint, you actually get something that wears much tighter and closer. 2, do my old watch bands still work on the new sizes? And luckily the answer is yes. I was a little skeptical because of the new sizing when Apple said that everything was backwards compatible, but I've tried some old 42 millimeter straps and they fit seamlessly. You shouldn't have any issues there. The biggest impact of the new dimensions, though, are what it brings to the software side of things. These new edge-to-edge displays offer more than 30% more screen real estate than the previous models. To fully take advantage of that space, the Apple watchOS team has created 2 new watch faces. Those are called the Infograph and the Infograph Modular Space, and man, do they do a lot. The Infograph face lets you add 4 complications to the center of the dial, and then 4 additional complications at the corners of the dial. Plus, you get a line of text for your calendar that traces the top arc. That's 9 bits of info in addition to the time, without diving into a single app. The Infograph modular face is very much the same idea, but in a more digital style layout. There's a long central bar down the center that's a complication open to third-party developers, and Apple says they expect some pretty interesting results given the massive screen real estate you're getting. Along those lines, this is also the first Apple Watch that I actually enjoy viewing pictures on. Whether it's scrolling through an album or looking at something a friend just sent, looking at pictures on this thing is actually fun. On the hardware side of things, there's a new sensor array which includes an electrical heart rate sensor in addition to the optical heart rate sensor. And this will let users perform an electrocardiogram, or ECG, on demand anytime they want. This comes in addition to other health monitoring features like fall detection and low heart rate detection. Apple really wants this to be a device that you can use to take care of yourself. Part of watchOS 5, which will be coming to all Apple Watch models, is the addition of some new fitness features, and that includes tracking new workouts like yoga and hiking, some advanced running features like tracking your cadence, and also being able to compete against your friends to close your 3 rings. One other new feature that you might not think of as a fitness feature is the addition of podcasts to the Apple Watch, which has strangely been absent so far. Apple is pitching it as kind of a way to enjoy your long runs a little bit more, but you'll now be able to listen to your podcasts either on a run or, I don't know, on your morning commute. I'm your host, Stephen Pulverant, and this is Hodinkee Radio. So is the Apple Watch going to be replacing my vintage Rolex as my daily wear anytime soon? No, probably not, but I am going to keep a Series 4 charged and ready to go for when I want to go on a run or I have a particularly busy day ahead of me. Apple's on a trajectory where each new version of the Apple Watch gets more useful, cooler, more fun to wear, and we're on a path where at some point it's just going to become indispensable. And with the Apple Watch Series 4, Apple's showing us that that future is closer than we thought.